Here are the top stories from the Philippine News Agency. Mayor Jane Veloso is now back home after nearly 15 years of imprisonment in Indonesia for alleged drug trafficking. The Bureau of Corrections said Veloso left Soekarno-Hatta International Airport in Jakarta early Wednesday at 12:05 a.m. and arrived at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 in Pasay City at around 5:51 a.m. Veloso was not handcuffed or restrained throughout her flight. She was immediately brought to the Correctional Institution for Women in Mandaluyong City for quarantine and evaluation. BICR Director General Gregorio Pio Catapang Jr. assured Veloso's family that they would get to visit her in time for Christmas. He said Veloso's return is due to the collaborative efforts of various government agencies under the leadership of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. President Marcos and the Philippine government extends their thanks to the government of Indonesia for facilitating the return of OFW Mary Jane Veloso after 15 years in prison and death row. In a statement, Marcos welcomed her transfer, which he said was made possible by the strong friendship and cooperation between their countries. He assured that authorities in justice and law enforcement will continue to ensure Veloso's welfare. Earlier, the Department of Foreign Affairs said Veloso's return is a triumph for diplomacy and reflection of the good relations between the Philippines and Indonesia. DFA Undersecretary for Migration Eduardo Jose de Vega assured the Indonesian government that Manila will follow the practical arrangement reached on Veloso's case. For her part, Veloso thanked Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto, President Marcos, as well as all those who helped her return home. Veloso was imprisoned and sentenced to death penalty in Indonesia since 2010 after 2.6 kilograms of heroin was found in her suitcase. She was given a last-minute reprieve in April 2015 after she was revealed to be a victim of human trafficking. In other news, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has deferred the signing of the 6.352 trillion pesos national budget plan for next year. In a statement, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin said the signing of the General Appropriations Act on December 20 will not push through to give way to rigorous and exhaustive review. Bersamin said President Marcos is personally assessing the proposed 2025 budget while consulting with the heads of major departments. He said certain items and provisions will be vetoed in the interest of public welfare to conform with the fiscal program and in compliance with laws. The specific date for the signing has not been announced. Several lawmakers earlier called for a thorough review of House Bill number 10800 or the proposed 2025 national budget after the Bicameral Conference Committee approved its final version on December 11. Malacanang assured that the government is fast-tracking the acquisition of seized properties and assets of illegal Philippine offshore gaming operators or POGO. Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin stressed that the process of forfeiture of properties is very slow despite having laws in place. Bersamin said the assets would be used by the government for legitimate purposes. The statement comes as the Senate sought the passage of a bill authorizing the forfeiture of all POGO assets, such as buildings and equipment, in favor of the government. Under the proposed measure, the government will take over all buildings, materials, equipment, and proceeds of illegal POGOs. The House of Representatives already filed a similar measure in November this year. In a separate report, the Philippine Amusement and Gaming Corporation announced that there are no more POGOs in the country. This after authorities closed down on Tuesday one of the largest POGO hub in Gov't. The closure is in line with Executive Order 74 from President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. ordering the immediate ban of POGOs, internet gaming, and other offshore gaming. The Department of Health announces it has established 42 super health centers within a year to reach more Filipinos in need of health care. In a statement, Health Secretary Teodoro Herbosa said The DOH has established 20 centers in Luzon, 8 in Visayas, and 14 in Mindanao. Her bosses said the super health centers, also known as bukas or bagong urgent care and ambulatory services, have complete basic equipment, medicines, and doctors on duty. The DOH has also established 83 Bagong Pilipinas mobile clinics following the footsteps of the Lab for All Querubin of First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos. The DOH earlier rolled out the Puro-based Puro Kalusugan program, which offers primary care services such as immunization, nutrition, and oral and maternal health. Meanwhile, the DOH said they have immunized about 1.1 million grade 1 students against measles, rubella through the school-based immunization program as of December 13. Over 939,000 grade 7 students, or 59.9%, have also been vaccinated. The DOH also immunized 1.10 million grade 1 learners and over 937,000 grade 7 learners against tetanus diphtheria. About 973,000 female grade 4 students are targeted for protection against cervical cancer. In our weather news, Visayas and Mindanao can expect rains today brought by the shear line and tropical depression Querubin. PAGCOR said Querubin and the shear line will potentially bring heavy or intense rains over parts of Visayas and Mindanao, even those far from the path of the tropical depression. Querubin was last seen 195 kilometers east of Hinaduan, Surigao del Sur, with maximum sustained winds of 45 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 55 kilometers per hour. It is moving north-northeastward at 10 kilometers per hour. Tropical cyclone wind signal number 1 has been raised over Surigao del Sur as of 11 a.m. Querubin will also bring scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over eastern Visayas, Caraga, and Davao region. The rest of Visayas and Mindanao will experience the same conditions brought by the trough of Querubin. PAGCOR said Querubin could weaken into a remnant low-pressure area within 24 hours and then redevelop back into a tropical depression at the West Philippine Sea. Meanwhile, Bicol region and Quezon will experience scattered rains and thunderstorms due to the shear line. Cagayan Valley, Cordillera Administrative Region, and Aurora can expect cloudy skies with rains due to the northeast monsoon, while fairer weather awaits Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon. And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the Pna Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website pna.gov.ph or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The Pna Headlines is also streamed via the Servicio Facebook page. You may also watch the Pna Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under the Pna News. It's 7 days before Christmas. I am Stephanie Civiliano. This is the Pna Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.